Souris Manfredi, the first ever WLC female bantamweight champion. Amazing stuff. Beat Maisha Katz, a WLC Hideout Battle not so long ago. It was an absolutely incredible fight. You must be fairly happy. Pretty obvious opening question. How are you feeling since winning that belt?
I'm feeling super great. I'm already back in training with, how to say, butterflies in the stomach, so it's good. Feeling very good.
It feels like it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride in terms of how fast everything has happened. I remember when WLC first introduced the female division. I remember first seeing you fight in WLC. It was less than 12 months ago, I think. And then 2 wins, and then you're getting a title shot, the first ever female title. And you won it in style. You looked fantastic. So how's the journey been in Lethwei and in WLC?
Well, it's been until now very fantastic, being honest. It is more what I was expecting from the beginning. You know, when first I had the first Lethwei fight, I was like, wow, this is great. I lost it. So we really said many times to WC that I lost it and I wished to fight as much as I could. And then the second fight, and then now this beautiful opportunity. So yeah, it's great, and it's not going to be finished. It's just the beginning. So it's a great beginning.
Are you feeling maybe more appreciated than before? I think it's difficult in Muay Thai. I think there are so many pretty much legends out there who the world still doesn't know about. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to tell these stories, whether it's Muay Thai, kickboxing as well, even, and Lethwei as well. Like, when it comes to MMA and boxing, I think there's a difference in terms of the global recognition. And do you feel that you're starting to be appreciated more for what you do and the hard work that you've been put in? Do you think you're getting a little bit more recognition now?
Yeah, definitely. Also because, you know, being a foreigner fighter in Thailand, of course, you don't get that much recognition than the Thai, which is in a way normal. But yeah, I felt like also because I received way more messages from people all over the world who say, hey, we've seen your performance on WLC and it was amazing. So yeah, actually I felt like I get way more recognition. And but as I say, it is for me just the beginning. I mean, I'm not gonna stop. I know I'm 32 years old, but I feel like I'm in my best state. So this is the moment for me. So it is just the beginning.
I want to talk to you specifically about Lethwei because I believe that there are certain martial artists that are just perfect for this sport. And you might be one of them. You know, you have a background in, you've done judo, you've done jiu-jitsu, and all of those judo throws in the fight, it just worked perfectly. And, you know, you're throwing headbutts as well. You seem perfect for the sport. Do you feel that way a little bit, that this freedom is good for you?
Yeah, I felt, and also I must say I had few fights in MMA back in the day. So yeah, I felt like with the Muay Thai style fighter, it is more easy for me to use this background of judo, MMA, the jiu-jitsu, because I felt like they still do the same that they would do in Muay Thai, which is in Lethwei a little, not a mistake, but it creates opportunities for me. So, and I adapt myself for every fighter I meet. So if tomorrow I fight against, I don't know, MMA fighter, I will also adapt myself because I would not be able to play the same game against the MMA fighter because the judo throwing would not work, I guess, against the MMA fighter. So yeah, I'm adapting. But definitely, I fit very well for this sport. I don't know, the freedom I got, and also it's. I'm sure it is also the link with what WSC creates during the show, because I really felt something during the show that fit me perfectly. So yeah.
Could you do me a favor and talk me through the fight from your perspective? Because I think the fans voted it their favorite fight of the event. And I felt that the event on the whole was full of absolute bangers. There was so many good fights that night, and to have such a great main event really topped off the evening beautifully. So I saw it from my point of view, the fans saw it from their point of view, but could you just maybe just encapsulate from walking out to the ring to lifting the belt, how you felt the rounds were going, and then how you felt once she couldn't get out for the fourth round? Just from your point of view, how did you see it?
Yeah, sure. But first, I must talk about the fight preparation, because we had like one main game plan. So we actually, what I work on the gym, this is exactly what I've done during the fight, because we, even if we did not find so much about Maisha, we knew that she's complete Muay Thai fighter, and she probably didn't do any other martial sport before. So we kind of knew what's going on the ring. So when I first stepped, I was in the ring. I was really concentrate, like, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I will do. So my game plan was obviously more on the boxing part than kicking, and on the clinch and all the judo takedown and stuff like that. So when I saw at the first one that my left and right hook connected, because she has like a little knockdown. So I thought, okay, this is it. I just have to follow with the straight left and right hook all the fights, because I saw the left hand was a little bit. She has a good guard, but without gloves, it's a man of a story. And my right hand was able to pass all the time the guard. So I mean, why should I make something more complicated or kicking when this is working? And I felt like, okay, about the clinch, she's strong. I felt like, okay, she has a 2 kilograms heavier than, she's a little bit heavier than me, a little bit higher than me. But I felt like about the judo takedown, she don't know how to defend that. And she put her body exactly on the position that for me will work for the takedown. So I was like, okay, I not even need to kick. And then I saw like from the first one some little damage on the face that was coming up. So I thought, anyway, we are judged on damage on WSC, right? This is Lethwei style. So I will continue until or I knock her down, and if I can't, I'm gonna smash her face until she can't continue, or they stop the fight, or yeah, the victory will be, my victory will be written on my face.
Well, that's how it worked out,
and,
huh?
So, and about the third round, yeah, as I said already, I was a little bit surprised that she was able to stand up. I think also like the referee gave a little bit more than 10 seconds. It was more like 20 seconds. Like he also like count very slowly. So I thought, okay, she is strong, but you know, she's tough, but that teased me somehow. I was like, I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna finish you. So you can stand as much as you want. I will finish you until you're done. So, and when I saw that her corner stopped, I thought, this is smarter. I mean, her face was really full of damage, and I thought, okay, this is a fight, but I don't want her having like maybe some problem for the future, because it was impressive. So I was kind of happy for her, and somehow that they have this intelligence of stopping the fight. Like, okay, I think this is enough. She won't be able to knock me down for the last round, obviously, and she's not gonna make more damage than she retired for 3-4 rounds. So what would be the point?
Yeah, I think it was the correct decision in the end. I was so blown away, really, by the fact that she was still there. I thought the fight was over, and you know, she stayed in there. Is it interesting for you? I saw that you guys did a show together, so there's kind of the fact that she showed that she's a warrior, and then the fact that you guys got to have a little chat about the fight together. I thought that was quite cool. Is there like a bit of respect there? I think now you're linked forever, you've shared this special moment in your career, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, this is obvious. We are opponents during the fight, and we both want to knock down each other. But except that, I have nothing against her, and I can just, as I told her, like to make a good war, we need two good warriors, strong warriors. So, and I admired that she was there all the fight, and she gave everything she had inside her heart. And yeah, so yeah, we have this special link forever, and I really like this idea having this interview both all together. I find it smart too. Like, yeah.
That's cool. I'm interested because the timing right now in terms of martial arts for women is interesting because on the one side, you have Muay Thai asking women to put elbow pads. And then on the other side, you have WLC introducing a title for the female division. So it's almost like some things are going one way and some things are going another way. Like, how do you feel at the moment? Because I know that it's been tough for you to get fights sometimes in Muay Thai. How do you find the opportunities and just the general atmosphere for a female fighter fighting in Southeast Asia in multiple disciplines?
Mm, it's I would say about this topic in Thailand for the elbow pad for the woman is a completely retarded topic, and I don't really understand how how now in 2020 like the people are still asking themselves like, should we protect the beauty of a woman fighter? And I'm like, really, are we really going that way, that direction altogether? So I found it really stupid, and those guys are really old, and I don't think they, yeah, maybe they fight before, but this is very weird. I mean, would you ask a football player to play with a most like a plastic ball just to protect them feet? I don't think so. So why would you want? And if the women do not agree with this, then they can choose another sport. I mean, nobody forced a woman to fight. So this is very stupid. But at the other hand, when I see like what WC is doing, I'm like, yeah. Then then it has people who also take the female fighter more seriously and want to make a bigger step for them. So yeah, uh, but about this topic in Thailand, I think it will. I'm not sure it will go somewhere, and it's only in Thailand. So actually, it's good because I never heard like any other country thinking, yeah, we should use elbow pads, except in France. But in France is also for the male, but it's an insurance question. So, but whatever.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to lead on to, because for me, it's a fascinating story that you have a French woman coming to Southeast Asia and winning the world title in the most pure striking art in existence, probably, a pretty crazy sport. And you're the world champion as a French woman. But in France, the attitudes to combat sport are a bit interesting, like the attitudes to MMA. Finally, Bellator are actually coming to Paris, which is great to see. But I have to say, my impression is that French attitudes to combat sport is pretty conservative and a little bit old-fashioned. So do you find that interesting or funny that you're the world champion in Lethwei and you're French? I find that interesting.
But this is also why I thought when I was in France, this is not the only reason, but one of the reasons was like, yeah, I want to do Muay Thai, and what would be the point of fighting with elbow pads? And anyway, for women's fight, it has not so much opportunity in France. So I was like, I better leave. I mean, there is no point. If I would be passionate about MMA, same. I mean, this conservative, but it's all a question about insurance, money, and who will get the MMA federation under which sport, So anyway, now it's getting better in somehow. We'll see with the first Bellator organization. We'll see that. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun in somehow. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I find like the world is funny like that, how things end up working out in that way. I was going to ask you about, I touched upon earlier that it was difficult for you to get opponents in Muay Thai because you've been beating people up. And I was wondering if that's still the case. And has Gerald and WLC mentioned that? already looking ahead to title defenses? Have you noticed some good talent out there? I know we've got the Burmese Python and some other interesting fighters in the female division, but generally, is it tough to find competition for you when you're at this level right now?
Yeah, it's kind of complicated because, uh, and it's going to be more and more complicated because I won a lot of my fights with KO, right, or TKO. So the thing is, it's not only about victory, but it's also the way how I finish my opponent. And this is not something that I will share with many of people, but I got an answer from organization or even from boxers that they don't want me in them shows because they say that I'm fighting like a man. That's the answer. And then they don't want me to fight them girls, or the girls don't want to fight me. So it's actually, for me, it is completely crazy. As a boxer, I would never say no to another boxer to fight against her. But, and I don't understand why, an organization is asking boxer if they accept to meet them, this girl or this girl fight. But anyway, this is not the topic. So yeah, it is still complicated. With WLC, to be honest, I have no idea. I just know that even if Lethwei is starting to be more and more famous, I don't think that so much women want to fight in Lethwei because the fact that there is no gloves can, or headbutt. Many women are like, yeah, we like boxing, but without gloves, it's on another level. So I don't know if they have any problem to find any opponent for me. I just hope that they will make more fights with my weight category, open it up a little bit more, and see who is coming in my weight category. Because I know that in 63 with Barney Seaton, they started to open it and make a great fight. I know like the weight division right under, it has like I think she's from Myanmar too.
Veronica?
Very, very, sorry?
There's a fighter called Veronica who's the best.
Oh, no. I mean, in the WLC, it has already a girl from Myanmar that fights, and she's very, very technical and very aggressive. I really like her style. I forget her name.
What do you think of Nicola Bark, who's British, but she fights with the Burmese flag? She's half Burmese. Yeah. She's fought once, and yeah, she's very technical.
She's good. Yeah, she's good too. I like her style. I think I'm curious about who will come in those weight divisions for the future. I'm curious, obviously, about my weight division, and maybe WLC wants one day to make like a open weight division fight. That would be also really, really good.
You never know that the possibilities are there. Do you have a dream fight?
Be open for this.
Do you have a dream fight? Because one thing WLC love to do is bring over like quite big name MMA fighters maybe and have them fight in Lethwei. So is there any kind of UFC fighters or anything like that that would be like a fantasy matchup for you? Because you never know, right? We've seen Paige Van Zandt leave the UFC and go to bare knuckle. So stranger things have happened. So is there anyone who you just think would be an incredible challenge for you?
I don't know. I think for me, the more exciting would be like women who are in the top 10 in my division. Whatever, from Muay Thai, from K1, from MMA, But this would be like a great challenge, to test myself against the best in this martial art sport. So yeah, definitely. I mean, if they want to choose like a UFC fighter or one championship fighter, like definitely, I would be super excited about this to show that even if I'm not in those organization, I have the level of this also of those organizations. So yeah, definitely.
So there's no specific names who you would choose out of the air?
No, being honest, no.
Okay, cool. Okay. And
I mean, No, no, nothing.
What were you going to say?
No, I wanted to say like the best for me would be to fight against the number one in each organization. You know, that would be a great challenge. But the name, you know, in one championship, one day was Sam Persex, and now in Muay Thai is Alicia. So actually, I don't really care about which name. You know, it's just about the top ranking girls in this first division who interest me.
Cool. Finally, then, you didn't really seem to take much damage. You look fresh and happy. So, with WLC looking to put on more shows, having missed out on 6 months, when do you think we might see you again?
Oh, I'm sorry, but could you repeat it, please?
I'm just saying you look pretty fresh and you didn't seem to take much damage. So, with WLC putting on more shows after the break, when do you think we might see you in action again? I lost you
Okay.
for a moment.
I'm
Cool.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't seem to take much damage in the fight. You seem healthy and happy. So when do you think we might see you in action again?
Soon, very soon. We talked already with the Moyaka Super Champs. Normally, like half of October has to fight, and without spoiling anything, in November you should see me in big show too.
For WLC?
No, no, not for WC, but I can't spoil anything for the moment. But the next 2 months you will see me in action.
In Muay Thai?
Muay Thai and don't know yet. Some maybe like MMA, maybe I don't know. I don't know yet exactly. But
Okay,
it would
cool.
be. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, look forward to that. Congratulations again. Great catching up with you. Thanks, Suri.
Thank you very much. See you soon.